All right. First of all, we have to flash into the SD card the right firmware, that's the right operating system. Selecting the SD card, selecting the. I have to select the SD card, select the operating system, and select the right Raspberry Pi. Then I can do some pre-settings on the SD card uh, before using on the Raspberry Pi, like the SSID. First of all, like the username, and the password, the SSID of the network I'm going to be connecting to, the password for the network. So you can also set up SSH, country of origin, and all of that. Then I can just click yes, clicking yes all through and asking me to enter my password just for security reason, and the whole thing is just going to write and verify on the SD card. Okay, now we have the screen of the Raspberry Pi, and now I am going to just use the Raspberry config to activate the camera. Because I'm using a little older camera, it's going to be I'm going to give it a permission to run, which is after sudo raspi config. I will have to choose go to interface. While I'm on interface, you see allow legacy camera to run, then allow it to run. All right. After that, now I can do yeah, the next command I can do the sudo apt update just to update the operating or the packages of the operating system, and also then run the sudo apt upgrade as well. Okay, the first one is still running, the apt update. Then the next we're going to run is the sudo apt upgrade. Okay, we're just going to allow that to run. To be sure, it's just to be sure that all of my packages are up to date before installing Motion. So Motion is the package I'm going to be using for the camera settings. So I'm running sudo apt install Motion. Yeah, of course, for it to be fast, I already ran this before, and it says that package was automatically installed and is no longer required. So it does already exist here. The next thing after the Motion is installed is to use the nano editor to get into the configuration file of Motion. I think and edit some of the settings. The first one here is start Motion daemon. It should be yes. I'm going to go to the next one. I'll save that opt out and go to the next configuration file. Typing. Here we have the next one is on /etc/mission and /mission.config. There's a couple of things we need to turn on here. The first one is the daemon on, as it states there, is to start in daemon background mode and release terminal. So it should be turned to on. I already did that. And the next one, I'm going to be using Control W to search for the rest of it, and I'll be turning them turning them on one after the other. Here I'm going to search for pictures so that I can turn off the taking of picture when motion is detected. I don't want to take picture when motion is detected. I'm going to go through every single part where we have pictures, right? And try to get it turned off. Okay, that is one picture output off. I don't want it to take picture whenever an image, whenever a motion is detected. I'm going to search again for the okay. Let me check my next command here. Yeah, now let's do outputs. Then I can edit so with picture and videos. So movie output should be on. I already turned that on the I'm trying to check. Okay, a list of command here, a list of settings to put up. Next one here is the stream. I want it to be, yeah, it's important that the stream port is at port 8081 because we're going to be accessing the camera from a browser. Port 80, it should be streaming off of port 8081. Then stream localhost should be off because once it is on, it will be restricting the access to the camera to only the Raspberry Pi. But if it is on, it will be restricting the camera to only the Raspberry Pi. But if it is off, you can access it from every other computer on the network. The next one, okay, we should be opt and out, and okay, I'm using this command to start the motion service. And it started. I'm also going to check the status to be sure it's running, and from here it is running very well. So since it's running now, I want to check the IP address that I can access it from using the command hostname -i in caps would give me that. I'm going to start up the Chromium browser and checking that out to see if the camera feed is coming up. I already ran it before, so I have it as a bookmark 172.20.10 at port .2 at port 8081 is not going through. I think I might have to start the motion service manually. Let me try to do that at this point. Okay, running this one, running motion manual. I think it should run now. We are going to try it out again. Let's reload, and good. It's running. This is the camera feed from the Raspberry Pi CSI camera. That's the camera I'm using. Um, I'm just going to wave my hand right in front of the camera to make it work. But first of all, to demonstrate that it's working pretty well, I will open the default folder where the recording is going to be happening, which is in the var slash library, then motion. Okay, on open, it already made a single record, but I'm going to wave my hand right in front of the camera right now, and as soon as I put my hand in front of the camera, with my hand, it's going to start recording some. Then we'll try it again. I'll take my hand off, and you see the folder keep updating once I put my hand in front of the camera again. This time, just keep an eye on the motion folder that I opened by the left. I'm waving my hand again. Yeah, just as soon as there's a motion right in front of the camera, it's we have another video being recorded for 60 seconds. That's what I have set on the motion configuration file. It's quite laggy on streaming, but by the time we preview the video, it won't be it should be smooth. It shouldn't be decided again. So I'm going to put my my keyboard with my keyboard in front of the camera, and let's see if it's going to record again. Most of the time, if it's still recording, it will not start a new one. It will just continue. But I'll try again and still wave it so that we can have a new file right in front of the initial file. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, you can see as soon as I wave the keyboard right in front of the camera, I have another file up there, which shows that it's working pretty well. Then next, okay, let's start preview the videos and see what we have recorded. This is the first file, which is my hand right in front of the camera, being previewed with VLC Media Player, and we have the that is the second. That's the first one. Okay, part of the second one came in before opening a new file for the other one. So I'm gonna X out of this one and open the next file. So this is the second file. Where I wave a keyboard, right? Turn it on, wave a keyboard in front of it. Previewed with the VLC software. So I'm going to the next one after this, where I think it's still the keyboard because part of the keyboard wave got into the next one as an extra motion detection. After this, I'm still going to try it once more to demonstrate that it's actually working. Okay, yeah, it's actually the next. Now let's X out and try to work this time around in front of the camera. I'm just going to take a walk. It will be laggy. Yeah, just take a walk in front of the camera, and you see there's a new file. Right, so let's preview the new file. It's loading. Alright, that is me just working in front of the camera. Thank you. Thank you.